Okay, so they are planning to do this to you energy. And look, I need to flip this right now because when you see a title like this, you think someone out there is scheming, someone's plotting, someone's planning something against you. But Virgo, that's not the real story. The real story is about what you're planning to do to yourself, what you're setting yourself up for right now, what patterns you're about to repeat unless you wake up and see it clearly. And that is what I'm actually picking up on. You're planning to betray yourself again. You're planning to ignore your intuition again. You're planning to give someone another chance who already showed you exactly who they are. And this isn't about someone else's intentions. This is about your own patterns, your own choices, your own tendency to gaslight yourself into situations that hurt you. So, first card, first card in the Two of Swords appears, and oh, Virgo, look at this woman blindfolded, holding two swords crossed over her chest, sitting there stuck in indecision. And what this is showing me, what Spirit is screaming at me right now is that, you already know what someone is planning. You already know what's happening. You already know the truth, but you're choosing blindness. You're choosing to not see. You're choosing to stay in this place of maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm overthinking, maybe I'm being too harsh, and that blindfold, that's not someone else putting it on you. That's you. You're the one refusing to look. And the reason I'm showing you this card, the reason we're talking about this Two of Swords energy is because, Virgo, you do this. You do this thing where you know something's wrong, but you convince yourself you need more evidence, more proof, more time before you trust what you already know. And while you're sitting there paralyzed in indecision, while you're waiting for more information, the situation you already know is bad keeps getting worse, and you keep losing more of yourself to something you saw coming from the beginning. My hands are freezing right now, which is weird because it's not even cold in here, but that's what anxiety does. That's what knowing something and ignoring it does to your body. Okay, so let me pull what they are actually planning, what's really happening here. And the Seven of Swords appears. And wait. The Seven of Swords is deception. Is someone sneaking away with swords, is taking what's not theirs, is being shady. And what I'm getting, what's coming through so strong is that, yes, someone is planning something. Someone is being deceptive. But here's the twist. The person who's deceiving you most, the person who's stealing from you most, it's you. You're the one planning to rob yourself. You're planning to give away your peace, your power, your boundaries to someone who doesn't deserve them. Because here's the thing. Here's what I learned back in 2016 when I was doing this exact same thing. When you ignore red flags, when you give people chances they haven't earned, when you convince yourself that your gut feeling is wrong, you're not being kind, you're not being understanding, you're not being mature, you're being complicit in your own suffering, you're planning your own heartbreak. You're setting yourself up for exactly what you're trying to avoid. And the worst part, the absolute worst part is that, somewhere deep inside, you know exactly what you're doing, but you're doing it anyway. And the advice here, the real developmental work is to stop planning your own betrayal, to stop setting yourself up for pain by ignoring what you already know. And Virgo, I need you to understand something. Understanding why someone does what they do doesn't mean you have to tolerate it. Having compassion for someone's struggles doesn't mean you have to sacrifice yourself. Seeing the good in someone doesn't mean you have to accept the bad. And right now, you're confusing empathy with self-abandonment. You're confusing patience with denial. You're confusing hope with delusion. Wait, let me pull what you need to understand about this planning energy. What's at the core of this? And the Four of Cups appears, and look at this person sitting under a tree, arms crossed, ignoring three cups in front of them while a hand offers a fourth cup from a cloud, and they're just sitting there refusing, rejecting, being stubborn. And what this is showing me, what Spirit is revealing, is that you're so focused on what you want from someone who can't give it. You're so fixated on this one situation, this one person, this one dynamic that you're missing what's actually available to you. You're ignoring the opportunities, the connections, the possibilities that are right in front of you. And this is where I need to give you some real talk, some tough, tough love, because Virgo, you're planning to stay stuck. You're planning to keep trying with someone who's already shown you their capacity. You're planning to keep pouring into something that's never, never going to fill up. And while you're doing that, while you're focused on extracting water from a stone, life is offering you actual nourishment, actual reciprocity, actual connection, and you're saying no. You're crossing your arms. You're refusing to even look because you've convinced yourself that this one thing, this one person, this one situation is what you need, when really it's what's keeping you from what you actually deserve. So the advice, the psychological work you need to do here is to ask yourself why. Why are you so attached to suffering? Why are you so committed to situations that drain you? Why are you planning to keep doing what doesn't work? And Virgo, don't give me the surface answer. Don't tell me it's because you love them, or because you've invested so much, or because you believe in second chances. Go deeper. Ask yourself, what wound is this feeding? What belief is this confirming? What part of you feels comfortable in dysfunction? Because that's the real question. That's the real work. Okay, so let me see what's behind this. I hope you know energy, because there's something here. There's this urgency in the title, and I'm pulling, and the tower appears, and oh my God, Virgo, the tower is destruction, is everything falling apart, is lightning striking and structures crumbling. And what I'm getting, what's downloading right now, is that I hope, isn't a warning about what someone else is planning. It's a warning about what's already happening, about what you're already experiencing, but refusing to acknowledge the foundation you're standing on. It's already cracked. The situation you're trying to save, it's already over. The person you're trying to trust, they're already showing you exactly who they are. And the tower, the collapse, it's not coming. It's here. It's happening right now, and you're just pretending it's not. And the work, the real understanding you need to have is that sometimes the worst thing that can happen is actually the best thing that can happen, because it forces you to stop lying to yourself. It forces you to see clearly. It forces you to let go of what's killing you. And Virgo, you're standing in rubble right now, pretending it's still a house. You're holding on to debris, pretending it's still a foundation, and you need to stop. You need to let it fall. You need to accept that what you're trying to save is already gone. Wait, my neighbor just slammed their door so loud I jumped, scared the hell out of me. Okay, so what I was saying is that this tower moment, this collapse, it's not something to fear. It's something to accept. It's something to work with, because right now you're using all your energy trying to prevent what's already happened, trying to fix what's already broken, trying to revive what's already dead. And that energy, that effort, it needs to go somewhere else. It needs to go into rebuilding, into starting over, into creating something new instead of reanimating something that's gone. Because here's the thing, Virgo. Here's what nobody tells you about planning, about intention, about what people are going to do. It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter what someone is planning. If you're not available for it, if you're not participating in it, if you're not allowing it, and right now the only plan that matters is yours, what are you planning to do with your life? What are you planning to tolerate? What are you planning to accept? And if your plan involves waiting for someone else to change, waiting for someone else to choose you, waiting for someone else to do right by you, then you're planning to suffer. You're planning to stay stuck. You're planning to waste more time on what's already shown you it's not going to work. And I'm telling you this from experience. From 2018, when I had my own tower moment, when everything I was trying to hold together fell apart and I was devastated, I was absolutely destroyed because I thought the collapse was the worst thing that could happen. But looking back now, looking back with clarity, that tower moment was the best thing that ever happened to me because it forced me to stop. It forced me to see. It forced me to let go of what was killing me slowly and make space for what could actually nourish me. So, the developmental work, the real growth here, is to stop fighting the collapse, to stop trying to prevent what needs to happen, to stop planning to save what needs to die, and instead plan to rebuild, plan to start over, plan to create something better. And Virgo, I know that's scary. I know letting go feels like losing. I know starting over feels like failure. But here's the truth: staying in what's already over, that's the real failure. Holding on to what's already gone, that's the real loss. Planning to keep trying with what's already shown you it can't work, that's the real tragedy. Okay, so let me pull one more card, one more piece of guidance about what you need to do right now. And the Hermit appears. And look at this figure standing alone with a lamp, looking inward, seeking truth. And what this is telling me, what Spirit is saying, is that you need to be alone with yourself. You need to step back from all the noise, all the confusion, all the hoping and planning and trying, and just be still, be quiet. Be honest with yourself about what you know, what you've always known but been too afraid to admit. And the practical advice here, the thing you need to do today, right now, is to stop asking other people what you should do. Stop looking for external validation of what you already know internally. Stop waiting for permission to trust yourself and instead just sit. Sit with yourself and ask, what am I pretending not to know? What truth am I avoiding? What am I planning to do that I know is going to hurt me? And then listen, really listen to that voice inside that's been trying to tell you the truth all along, but you keep drowning it out with rationalizations and justifications and excuses. Because Virgo, the person who's planning something, the person you need to be worried about, it's you. You're the one planning to ignore your intuition again. You're the one planning to give your power away again. You're the one planning to stay in what's already shown you. It's toxic. And the only way to stop that plan, the only way to protect yourself, is to get honest, brutally honest about what you know, and then act on it. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when you have more proof, but now, right now, today. Okay, so here's what I need you to do. What I need you to commit to right now. I need you to comment below. Just type, I trust what I know. Just those 5 words, because I want you to claim it. I want you to stop second guessing yourself. Stop needing more evidence before you honor your own knowing. And when you type it, I want you to think about what you already know but have been pretending you don't, what truth you've been avoiding, what reality you've been denying, and commit to facing it, even though it's hard, even though it changes everything, even though it means letting go of what you've been holding on to. So stay magic, Virgo. Stop planning your own betrayal. Remove that 2 of Swords blindfold. Stop stealing from yourself with that 7 of Swords energy. Pay attention to what's actually available instead of fixating on what's not with that 4 of Cups. Let the tower fall. Embrace the Hermit's solitude and truth. And remember, the only plan that matters is yours. What you're planning to tolerate, what you're planning to accept, what you're planning to do with your one precious life. And if that plan involves giving more chances to people who already blew them, staying in situations that